There comes a point in life when being good is no longer enough. You've been honest, loyal, available, yet you keep getting overlooked or underestimated. This isn't weakness, it's a lack of understanding how people really think. These aren't motivational cliches, they're ruthless psychological truths most people learn too late. If you grasp them early, you don't become cruel, you become dangerously smart. The world rewards those who understand power, not just those who follow the rules. It's not your kindness that's the problem, but your lack of strategic awareness. Today, we'll pull back the curtain on these dynamics. We'll explore 8 ruthless psychological lessons that will transform you from merely good to dangerously smart. Let's begin. Human psychology is wired to value scarcity. What's rare is prized, what's abundant is often ignored or taken for granted. We instinctively chase after what we believe we might lose, and overlook what's always within reach. If you're always available, you risk becoming background noise in people's lives, fading into the scenery no matter how much you give. Constant presence breeds entitlement. People start to expect your time and effort, and eventually stop truly valuing what you offer. Strategic withdrawal isn't about playing games or manipulation. It's about reintroducing scarcity, reminding others that your attention is not infinite. Don't always be the first to respond, or the one who drops everything at a moment's notice. Let people wait sometimes. When you pull back, people notice your absence more than your constant presence, and they start to value your time and energy. This isn't about making others anxious or insecure, but about recalibrating their perception of your worth and the importance of your presence. Your time and energy are gifts, not obligations. Treat them as precious, and others will begin to do the same. When you set boundaries and honor your own value, others will follow your lead and show you greater respect. Strategic absence teaches people to respect you, to appreciate your presence, and to not take you for granted. You move from being a utility, someone always there, to a valued connection, someone whose presence is meaningful. Respect naturally follows when people realize you're not always guaranteed, and that your presence is something to be cherished. In a world obsessed with sharing, oversharing is self-sabotage. Every secret or insecurity you reveal is data that can be used against you. When you give away personal information freely, you lose power and create imbalance. True power lies in selective mystery. Let people earn your trust. Authentic connection is built over time, not through emotional dumping. Before sharing, ask, has this person earned this? Why am I sharing? Hold back. Your words will carry more weight. What you withhold is as important as what you reveal. Protect your emotional core. Your story is sacred, not a free pamphlet. Mastering selective sharing is a step toward being dangerously smart. In negotiation or conflict, uncontrolled emotion is your greatest liability. Emotional outbursts reveal your triggers and surrender your power. The strongest negotiators are calm, unreadable, and strategic. When provoked, pause, don't react. That pause is your power. It lets you choose a strategic response. Say, that's interesting, I need a moment to think, and shift the dynamic. Emotional regulation isn't suppression, it's timing. Process feelings later, not in the heat of the moment. Calm composure makes you appear more authoritative and in control. Mastering your emotions protects you from manipulation. People who can't be rattled are formidable. This is the essence of being dangerously smart. Familiarity erodes authority. When you become too accessible, your influence fades. Leaders who overshare or blur boundaries trade respect for rapport. You can be warm and supportive without erasing professional distance. Maintain a private space around your core self and your role. This space creates the friction necessary for respect. Authority is built on competence, confidence, and distance. Overfamiliarity invites challenges and diminishes your leverage. Be intentional about boundaries. They're frameworks, not walls. To be dangerously smart, curate your interactions and protect your authority. Respect is maintained by conscious boundaries, not by being everyone's friend. In a noisy world, silence is a powerful psychological tool. It stands out, drawing attention precisely because it's so rare. When you choose not to speak, you create a space that others instinctively want to fill. Most people rush to fill silence, revealing their own thoughts and insecurities. The discomfort of a pause often compels them to speak without thinking, exposing what's really on their minds. Your silence becomes a mirror, forcing others to project their internal state. They reveal their anxieties, desires, and intentions, often without realizing it. In negotiations, silence after your offer makes others reveal more than they intend. The pressure to break the quiet can lead them to give away valuable information or make concessions. In conflict, silence exposes true motives and forces others to clarify or retreat. It can make your position stronger as people scramble to interpret your intentions. Using silence requires self-control. Embrace the awkwardness. The ability to remain calm and composed while others squirm is a rare strength. Silence is not passive, it's active observation and listening. You're gathering clues, reading body language, and understanding what's left unsaid. You gather more information by what others say to fill the void. Their words, tone, and even their hesitations become valuable data. Mastering silence gives you power, composure, and an edge in any interaction. It signals confidence and makes others respect your presence. People who are comfortable with silence are rare and respected. Their calmness draws others in, making them appear wise and in control. The most powerful statements are often unspoken. A look, a pause, or a moment of quiet can say more than words ever could. To be dangerously smart, use silence as your secret weapon. Let it work for you, and watch as others reveal themselves in the space you create. Stating a boundary is only the first step. People will always test it. If you don't enforce your limits, they become meaningless. Consistency is everything. A boundary is not a debate. When tested, respond calmly and firmly. No need to argue or justify. We've discussed this. I'm not having this conversation. If pushed, follow through with consequences. Leave, hang up, disengage. No drama, just action. Expect pushback and guilt tactics. Hold your ground. Your responsibility is to protect your peace, not manage others' discomfort. True friends will adjust. Manipulators will resist. Each time you enforce a boundary, you build self-respect. Boundaries are promises to yourself. Keep them. Being dangerously smart means boundaries are actions, not just words. Your value is often revealed not by your presence, but by your absence. When you step away, the true impact of your energy, ideas, and support becomes clear to those around you. When you're always there, your contributions can become invisible, taken for granted, or simply expected as part of the background noise. Step back and observe what happens. Who notices? Who reaches out? Who doesn't? The reactions of others can be surprisingly revealing. Absence exposes who values you for who you are, and who values only what you do for them. It's a subtle but powerful distinction. Some will resent your absence, feeling inconvenienced or even threatened. Others will show genuine concern, reaching out to check on you. This is a powerful filter for your relationships, helping you see who truly values your presence and who simply benefits from it. Use absence as a tool for self-discovery. Find your own voice in solitude and reconnect with what matters most to you. The silence may feel empty at first, but it's actually freedom, a space where you can breathe, reflect, and grow. Don't be afraid to disappear for a while. Recharge, recalibrate, and allow yourself to return with renewed clarity and purpose. Your absence is diagnostic. It reveals where you're truly needed and where your presence makes a real difference. It filters out the superficial connections and highlights the genuine bonds that matter most. Being dangerously smart means having the courage to step away, to pause, and to see your world with new eyes. Sometimes, stepping back is the only way to see your true worth, and to remind others of it too. The ultimate power isn't over others, it's over yourself. Self-control is the foundation of all influence. Without it, you're at the mercy of circumstances and others' agendas. With it, you're the captain of your own life. Every act of self-control, walking away, sticking to your word, resisting impulse, is reclaiming power. Internal discipline is more formidable than external force. Masters of self can't be easily manipulated or baited. Focus on what you can control, your thoughts and actions. The more self-control you build, the less you need validation from others. It's a daily practice, built through small, consistent choices. You don't need to be perfect, just intentional. When you control yourself, you become sovereign. That's the ultimate freedom, and the mark of being dangerously smart. These lessons aren't meant to make you cold, they're meant to make you aware. Once you see how psychology works, you stop blaming yourself and start moving with intention. Being dangerously smart means protecting yourself, not harming others. If this opened your eyes, subscribe to Dark Psy Secrets. These truths are an antidote to self-blame and a guide to self-respect. It's not about changing your nature, but adding strategic armor to protect your good heart. Embrace these lessons as acts of self-respect and quiet confidence. You stop playing defense and start moving with purpose. This awareness builds a gate, not a wall. You decide who enters. Protect your inner peace in a world that seeks to disrupt it.